Hey guys, how's it going? Wait a second, see if anybody jumps on. All right, hopefully I can get through this without the cat attacking me on my lap. Because she's going crazy. She is crazy kitty right now. Like Psycho Kitty. All right. I don't know if you all jumped on my watch party. She is Katie Coberlin, KK. She is one of my leaders in my business. Absolutely love her. She always has everything on fire. Always is up there showing us how to do and what we do. Not all of us always have the words to express what we do and why we do it and our passion for it. But hopefully you jumped on that and got to see all of that. So, I wanted to jump on here, like I said, because I've had some questions. The kitty. I had some questions about a couple of different things, like how I use my mouth stick and caregivers. Yes, sorry, drawing a blank. Okay, so mouth sticks. I don't know what kind of insurance y'all have. I know that when I was injured, I had full cover insurance on my car. My accident happened right before full coverage changed, and right before they stopped paying for all the medical stuff. So I was lucky, and all of my medical stuff was paid for. Even being in the rehab hospital, everything, my chair, absolutely everything was paid for. So, mouth sticks is this right here. Okay, they come in different lengths. They come shorter and longer. I even have one that holds playing cards so that you could play cards with friends. I had one that could hold a pen at the end of it so that you could write your name with your mouth. That is very difficult. Mine looked like first grade writing. Maybe preschool writing. Anyways, they come in different weights as well. Like the one I have here is, I don't know what color that is. It's like tan copper-ish color. They also have newer ones out now that are blue, and they're actually lighter in weight, which helps your jaw and your teeth and your mouth. Mouth sticks, they come with these, what they call rubber sleeves, over the plastic part at the end to help protect your teeth. And mine, because technology happened throughout my accident, and I buy these stylus tips off of Etsy. Okay, so I have, mine's wearing out. Okay, they fit right on the end of my mouse stick so that I am able to use my phone and my iPad. I use it to use the remote as well. If I get close enough to a light switch, I can reach that also. So that's about my mouse sticks. I know that my insurance pays for them. I just get them through my local medical supply company. They order them from me. Actually, I need to go pick up some new ones because I actually broke this one, but I was able to get the white tip part off of another one and put it on this one, thankfully, because I cannot go without my mouth stick, right? My technology is my life. It's my lifeline. It's my safety. It's, it's everything. That's how I live by myself. So I always have my phone available to me even when I'm in bed, when I'm alone. If my mouth stick, if I can't reach it for some reason, I can always talk to my phone and I can tell it to text my mom, which is like 5 minutes down the road, and then my mom can come any time of the night or day. So that's also nice. So always make sure that your phone is set up so that you can talk to it and get help if needed, if necessary, because that's very, very important. Starting to live on my own, it was a tricky situation. My phone got thrown away from me and it was scary. So I now always make sure that I can use my phone. Also, I wanted to talk about caregivers because I've had a few newly injured people ask me about it, and caregivers are so, so important. Okay, your family cannot do this full time. They cannot take care of you full time. They will get burnt out, and that is not a good thing to happen, right? Because then they don't want to do it anymore. No matter how much they love you, they will get burnt out. So caregivers are a must, a must, a must. Even at first, if you just have them do a few things for you to give your family a break, that is so important. Okay, so like I said, my insurance paid for a lot of things when my accident happened. I right away got on Medicare. Once you're on Medicare and you are disabled, you will always forever be on Medicare. I also got Medicaid. And Medicare will follow you from state to state. Medicaid is something that you have to apply for. Okay, once you get Medicaid, that will cover things that Medicare won't cover for you. So when my accident first happened, I had a home care agency send CNAs out to help take care of me, do my morning, nighttime routine. My parents did the daytime stuff, which really wasn't much but feeding me and hanging out, right? So I hated it. Okay, I absolutely hated it. I didn't like the people that they sent out. I didn't like having different people switch out all the time. I always wanted to have the same people, and it sucked. I even had some people that I told them don't ever send that person again because they were straight up lazy. I don't do lazy. I need you to do what I need you to do, and that's your job. Okay? I don't boss people around. I am very nice. I am very sweet. I ask them what I need done, and I do it nicely and politely, okay? So don't get that twisted up as I'm bossy or something, because I'm not. We all have things that we need done in our life. I have a very big house, and I live by myself. So I need my caregivers to do my cleaning, my cooking. My mom, luckily, does my laundry because I'm super picky about my clothes. So my mom does my laundry. But the other things, they know that it needs to be done, and they do it, and which is awesome. Sometimes certain things I wish they would see and just do without me having to ask, but hey, that's life. So we just ask, and we are nice, and we are kind. And actually, you'd be surprised, some of the caregivers that take care of you, you become really, really good friends with them. Okay, one of my best friends used to be one of my caregivers. Okay, we are each other's person, and right now she doesn't live here, which is sad to me. I miss her, but we are each other's person, and we met because she started taking care of me. And then those kind of people know what the expectation is of to be your friend, right? And I mean that in like, if we're going to go out together, she has to drive my van. Okay? She has to feed me. She has to help me with things. She has to help empty my leg bag. Like, those are things. And since she's been in the CNA world, she knows all those things. And so it really just comes naturally, and she loves me for the way I am and who I am. So I think that those things are awesome as well. So sometimes you just really click with your caregivers. I also have another one that works for me right now, and she's been with me for like 3 years, and she gets me up every morning of the week, and she goes to work with me for half the day, and we are awesome friends as well because of that. So anyways, I am getting off of course here. So the first 2 years of my accident, I had a home care agency come out and send different CNAs at different times. They would not accommodate to the times that I wanted them to be there. They would be like, well, we only have one available at 7 o'clock. So I had to have someone come out, do my bowel program and shower at 7 o'clock at night. I was 19, 20 years old, and I had to go to bed. That did not work for me. Okay? I don't want to start my program and my shower at 7 o'clock at night because that's what time that you have available for me through this home care agency, okay? Yeah, it sucked. So, I was my caseworker, I don't know if y'all have caseworkers, but you should, who take care of and manage your plans, your finances, your home care needs. That's the biggest thing that a caseworker does is your home care needs. Okay? They have information and they know things. So if you get stuck, call them. Ask them. They are through your state program. Mine is through the Department of Human Services. Every state has a Department of Human Services. Okay, if you don't have a caseworker, get one. So 2 years into my injury, my caseworker said, hey, I had this pilot program, okay, something new that was coming out. And it's a program where the state gives you an allotted amount of money. You can hire and fire your own caregivers. You can hire whoever you would like, including family members, to pay them to take care of you. And I said, sign me up. Okay, the program is called CDAS for Colorado, Colorado Consumer Directed Attendant Support Services. It is in several states now. I am not sure which ones, but it is. So the state gives me an allotted amount of money, so a yearly amount broken down into months, and I can pay my caregivers accordingly and hours accordingly to what they have approved. So when I was living with my parents, this was easy, right? I didn't go over anything. It was nice. I could have my caregivers when I wanted. I could hire and fire who I wanted, which is where I met one of my best friends and my current friend. It's amazing, right? And because it was a pilot program, whatever money that you didn't use at the end of the year, they gave back to you. So I was able to enclose a hot tub room at my dad's house and install a ceiling lift for the hot tub at my dad's house. I was also able to put in a tankless hot water heater, which was amazing. That was like my favorite thing. But once it was not a pilot program anymore, they stopped doing that. So I don't receive any extra money, unfortunately, but it was awesome while it lasted. So the program is still ongoing. I've gone through a few different agencies that take care of your payroll for you. So your caregivers just have to submit their payroll, and then they take care of it for you when they pay your caregivers for you. So all you have to do is stay in your allotted amount and your allotted hours. I do go over my hours a little bit, but the money is more important than the hours. So, so check with your caseworker if your state offers this program. Okay, I know that some states it's still through public partnerships. If you've heard of public partnerships, they are the financing company that takes care of your payroll. Then I should say payroll company, right? Okay, so your payroll company. I went through another one called Accent because I think public partnerships sucks. But if they're the only one in your area, then I would do it because it's so worth it. to be able to hire who you want, especially family members. They might not be able to get more than 40 hours a week, but hey, that's helping the family as well, And then maybe they won't get quite as burnt out because you have other caregivers helping take care of you other than just your family members. So, now I'm through a company, sorry, am getting distracted, through a company called Acumen. They are wonderful, and they take care of my payroll. So I absolutely love them, and it's awesome. My employees submit their timesheets online through a web portal, and then I go in and approve or disapprove them to make sure that they're putting in the right hours and they're not fibbing on anything, and to make sure that they get all their hours in, because sometimes I have a caregiver that forgets a day or something. So I try to keep track of that. I can't always. I mean, it's their responsibility if they want paid to put in their own time. So, yeah. So other than that, life's great. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. When I started to live on my own, though, that was pretty hard. I know that I've talked about this a few times before, that I moved 4 hours from home to Denver, Colorado, and I lived with a boyfriend at the time who moved from Chicago. Our common ground was Denver to start living together, and it was very, very toxic. It was very, very horrible. It was definitely a learning curve of mine, and I will never ever do that again. I will never have a boyfriend take care of me fully like he did. It was bad. So once I started getting more caregivers where I lived, that was good. And then once I lived on my own, I had to decide when during the day I was okay being alone, and when at night I was okay being alone. Because even being a complete quad, not being able to move my arms or legs, I do not qualify for 24/7 care. Crazy, because family members are supposed to pick up that time. Okay, I didn't want to live with my family the rest of my life. I'm an independent woman. I wanted to be independent. Okay? So, I decided that, hair in the mouth. Hey, the kitty's leaving me alone. Yay! That I would have a caregiver in the mornings until about mid-afternoon, and then I would have another one come and do dinner, and then I would have another one come and do night shift till 1 a.m. So those are my 3 different shifts that I have my caregivers on. Yes, on the weekends, my mom comes and takes care of me and stays the night with me, which is lovely and awesome because I'm really, really close to my mom. And it helps her out as well financially because I'm able to pay her because of this program. Question, do you have a ISP? What is that? I don't know what that is. Please explain. So, hold on, water break. So, at first, living on my own, I had to have my parents help me financially a lot. Because, as we all know, living off of Social Security doesn't pay crap. Okay, we already know that, right? I don't understand why still today society still wants us to hibernate, live with our families, and not be a part of society. I still don't understand that. So I know that a lot of us are paving the way and trying to get through that just because we are in wheelchairs or have disabilities or different abilities, that we're still humans, we are still people, and that we can still function in society, right? Living off of the little amount of Social Security that we get isn't anything, and it's not quality of life. So That's why I love being a teacher now and doing my Thrive business. So if you saw my watch party about my Thrive business, that's what I absolutely love to do. That's my goal to do full time. And if you're interested in that, you can always message me and I will get back to you right away on that. So let me see. I'm just waiting for Ben to explain what he was talking about so that I can answer that for you. You can always message me in Messenger. But yes, I am a very friendly person. I love life. I see the positive in everything. And I think that we just need to keep pushing forward for our independence, and that we can be seen in the world as human beings that we are. Just because my arms and legs don't work doesn't mean I'm not, doesn't mean my brain doesn't work, and doesn't mean that I can still live like everyone else. So, yes, so feel free if you have any other questions. If you watch this from the beginning, I went over having a mouth stick and what it is used for and how I use it, and that it has a stylus at the end so that I can use my electronics because they are important to me. Social media is how we get out there a lot of the time and talk to people and meet people and see people. So individual service plan, where they plan out your goals and how are you going to use the money for the year. Use what money? I don't know what money you're talking about. I mean, I used to have goals and what they were, but I don't have to do that anymore. So I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, I don't want to keep you guys on here. Oh, thank you, Blaze. You're awesome. Ben, just message me privately and I can answer all your questions. So have a good night, you guys. Yeah, I'll just message you privately, okay? All right. Love y'all. Have a good night and don't be shy.